I'm absolutely positive academic success has been a difference maker for freshmen at Chelan High School, as evidenced by our freshman course failure rate being well below the state average, not just for all students, but for low-income students, Hispanic students, students living with poverty, special education students. Those kids, are being successful because of the support that we're able to provide through the academic success model.
I feel like without academic success, it would have taken me a lot longer to know about how important self-motivation is. And I probably would still be struggling now.
If I didn't have a mentor, I probably wouldn't even be graduating next year.
Honestly, I think I would probably be in juvie right now because I was a really bad kid. I was about to join a gang until he stepped into my life. He changed everything. Now I actually want to be a police officer and a Marine Corps. So
what I saw from my viewpoint as middle school principal is a way to help students that had all the indicators they were going to struggle when they got to high school, whether it be poor grades, in some cases a lot of behavioral problems, social problems in middle school, lack of support outside of school that was going to make high school a really tough transition for them. So I tried to consider a variety of factors, what students we were going to recommend for the class compared to the whole group. Then once those kids were in the program, I guess, the behavior, the attendance, the grades, that all speaks for itself statistically. But
one of my biggest surprises 2 years into the program is that it keeps working. I felt like we'd stumbled on magic that first year, and I was a little fearful that it wouldn't work again the second year, that it was somehow a real special batch of kids. But the data just keeps proving the success.
That class helped me out a lot. Last time I checked on my Skyward, my GPA was from a 2.9 to a 3.1.
Every story is so different, but I've seen kids with a 0.5 GPA in 8th grade achieve a 3.5. So I think that they're forever changed by finding a side of themselves that they didn't see themselves capable of.
Overall, school average for freshmen failing a English, math, or science course was 9%. The state average was 23%. So well below all the state averages there, and hopefully we can keep driving that number down by our academic success program, getting students in need in there to be supported by their mentors in the program, and just having an overall school culture where we're not okay with kids failing and saying, well, it's their freshman year and they're adjusting, that we're alongside those kids right away, trying to ensure success for every student.
The professional advice that I've been given is that social emotional interventions have 10 to 13% academic gains, whereas academic interventions produce 3 to 4% academic gains. So I've tried to take that real seriously. So the interesting thing about academic success is we probably spend as much time talking, doing all this social emotional work in order to produce academic gains.
First and foremost, you got to figure out what works best for your community and for your demographics. Number one, establish what your community is going to do for you. We have so many resources outside of this school that really help us out and invest in that. Number two, I really think that you got to find the right mentors, because we had 25 kids that were juniors and seniors that applied to be mentors. But myself, Sarah, and another individual too, we kind of figured out which kind of 13, 14, and 15 mentors would really be instrumental for helping our kids. So that's the other thing. And then how much time are you as an individual, as a teacher, as a facilitator are going to invest? That's something that is super important. I really think that whatever time you can give outside of the classroom for that 1 hour is super important. Whether that means being a coach, whether that means being an advisor for a club, going out and supporting them at their sporting events, going to plays. Really ask yourself, you got to check yourself at the door every day. Say what am I willing to do? Am I ready to give everything I have to these kids? Because at the end of the day, you don't go into teaching for yourself, you're going to teach and help other people.
I believe the success is really tied into our principal, because he gives honor to the work and honor to the mentors. They don't get paid. They could be taking an AP class or a college and the high school class that would put them further ahead, but they do this for purpose, to make our school better and to help a freshman out that they've never even met before.
Great class, honestly. I recommend it for a lot of people because it changes you a lot in a positive way.
The stress and all those overwhelming feelings that you get, they're temporary, but those grades, those are forever, and they help you achieve your goals.
I'm looking forward to be a mentor because I would want others to have that opportunity.
I want to be a mentor next year because I know I can change someone's life.